library has like the DVDs of like the first few episodes of the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But then like after that, after like it got to that one part where you mentioned we got caught cheating, I lost interest in the anime.
Yep. I watched a little further, or read a little further. I read up until Sarada, Sakura's child, nearly gets murdered by Sasuke,
Yeah.
where they face one dude of Kaguya's alien race. Or I think, I'm not sure if he was. It was another dude that was basically Danzo. Another guy with Sharingans in his arm, a body. I think. Something like that. It's been a while. I have no idea. Don't care. It's gone on so long, they're just gonna retread ground. Like Super has done with Dragon Ball, with it, to show a lot of nods to Dragon Ball. I mean, it's nice, but all you're doing is just literally retreading ground.
Annoys me that Dragon Ball anime actually went and did that.
Yeah. Super's good, but sadly, a lot of Super would not thrive if it weren't for its nods, and that's unfortunate.
You know, like granted, like what was it? The movies came out of Super. I enjoyed. I enjoyed
Those are
the.
good. Yes, Battle of Gods, Res F. Res F is not as good, but still very good. And then Broly was already part of
Yeah.
Super, but that movie is fantastic. Superhero is good, very good, but it's not that good. Like it's
Granted, like it threw me off with the Broly movie how they made him tinier.
his hulking Super Saiyan form, legendary status. You mean? I like Broly though. Hopefully they do more
Yeah.
with him.
And I call him the Hispanic Broly because they made him tan for some odd reason in Super.
Maybe it's because of the planet he was living on. Then again, this Broly is very different.
Yep.
They're both living on different planets and both the same story, but I think the planet he's living on in the canon Broly is probably explains why he's Tanner.
Because I'm always gonna say it's like it feels like they took away Goku's character in Super from the OG
Mm.
Z series and gave it to Broly.
I haven't seen much of Broly yet for that. I mean, yes, I can kind of see it. As Broly's definitely a lot more. He's not playing this time being a bumpkin.
Yeah.
You know, like in the original Broly, while yes, he was, because he was born, he was raised on a different planet than, doesn't know anything. But this Broly definitely feels a lot more sheltered, and you could see it.
Even though I don't get the whole thing with the big booty alien girl that follows Broly, why Beerus wants to fuck that?
I
Considering his
don't
name.
know. Yeah, I don't know. She was, yeah, she's part of the Frieza Force originally, and that was it. And then during the whole thing when Broly went away, they went with to go and take care of him. They just went whatnot because Broly was alone and they knew his father was a dick, so they just went and took care of him. And that's why I don't know why Beerus after that wants to fuck her. And then Goku basically just took them to Beerus's planet to train them. And that's when you see them in Superhero.
I also saw Broly in the Super movie.
Yep, he's in the new movie. That's where that scene is from, where Beerus is hitting on her.
Because like for the most part, I somewhat enjoy Piccolo getting that new form.
It is awesome. I don't think he deserves the hate because it's not like he cheated. He made a wish to get the similar abilities to what Guru would have done. It's not like he wished to be the strongest like Granola did. It's a very different
Because
wording there.
because the only thing that annoyed me about the movie, it pretty much like it feels like they just rehashed the Cell Saga.
Yes, that's another what I'm talking about. The movie also has had delays, so they probably could have made Perfect Cell for all I know.
And then when fucking they show Gohan's new form thing, it just felt like if they went on DeviantArt and took somebody's fan art from like years ago.
I don't get the long ass hair, but it's just Super Saiyan 2 Ultimate Gohan nonsense. It's basically because each of the three Saiyans have their own path now. Goku's the god of angel path, Vegeta's destruction, Gohan's the human path, or basically the Kai god of creation path. But I don't even think that's. I don't want to go that far, even though most of his ability, Ultimate Gohan, is from the Elder Kai.
Yeah.
But a lot of Gohan's innate ability is as human mixed with his Saiyan genes. Gohan would not have had Mystic. And no, it would not be anywhere near as powerful if it was Goku doing... It's not Mystic, it's Ultimate. But if it was any other Saiyan, they'd be nowhere near as powerful. So that's why Gohan has the new Beast form. Because it's basically that. Just... whatever. It's so dumb. Like... because he's not even that strong still.
Who, Gohan?
Gohan. Like, he's still not on par. He's not on par with any of Goku's or Vegeta's God stages, minus maybe Blue.
Because I remember, like, I think what originally Gohan was going to be the strongest fighter in the end overall.
At this point, he might be, but it's like, I doubt he's going to be stronger than Goku's UI stages, because Goku's got a couple UI forms. There's the physical one, the defensive one, and then combined, the both.
Doesn't know. I don't know if he still uses it or not, but you just imagine with a new form if he combines it with Kaioken.
Kaioken, that'd be cool. I've only seen Kaioken Blue, not Kaioken fucking Ultra Instinct yet. I don't think he can, because that requires more thought. Ultra Instinct is no thought, which is impossible for Goku, so he's never gonna master that. Even as a kid, Goku still had thought. Like, there's no way in hell Goku can fully become pure. And by pure, I don't mean pure-hearted, because Goku is pure-hearted as close as you're gonna get. Yeah. I mean, he literally survived the Devil Might Beam. But pure thought...
I still hate how they try to make him more retarded Super. I don't know what a kiss is. I never kissed Chi-Chi. Motherfucker, you have fucked Chi-Chi front and back. How have you not kissed that bitch?
Yeah, my ass. You knew exactly full well. They fucked before he went off to Cell. Like, he knew full well. They had their moment during the Cell, like, intermissions time frame. They had their moment together. They fucked. Goten was conceived during that time frame. I mean, Goku also settled down for the 5 years that Gohan was born in. After the Piccolo fight that led into the Saiyan saga, he did not do anything. Like, he literally stayed home with Chi-Chi. I'm sure he had his training in the woods somewhere, but he didn't travel like he was. He wasn't out there fighting because there was no one out there to fight.
And so, also, he kissed Chi-Chi during their wedding.
Yes.
Even didn't they also kiss in the Dragon Ball Super before they got engaged?
Probably have. I don't know. The thing that they're trying to hit home is that Saiyans don't really fall in love like we do. And it wasn't just any Saiyans. It was originally the Vegeta's place, like the higher-ups, the royals. They're the ones that bred, like King Vegeta and them. They're the ones that normally bred. Bardock was a rare case. Goku and Vegeta probably would never have bred if it weren't for the fact that their wives are the way they are, which is what literally both of them have stated why they actually love Chi-Chi and Bulma to begin with, is because they're so straightforward and very stern with them and won't stand down. They both, like, sit there and talk shit to them. And will, like, you know what I mean? Like, that, they literally both said that they love that. Because they're like that. But other than that, like, you can clearly tell that the love that they share, yeah, while it is strong enough to make Vegeta go up against Beerus and whatnot, it's not like us. That's why I think what they're trying to hit home with Goku is his love for Chi-Chi is strong, yes, but he's oblivious to the realities that he's a Saiyan. Saiyans don't really love like humans do.
Yeah, I guess I won't understand that, but considering
it's still that is the case. That is the accurate case.
I still shouldn't really. I shouldn't try playing as
But
Goku considering Goku was raised human and not Saiyan.
yes, I know. It's still dumb to make him seem dumber in Super regardless. But that is the actual fact. That's why, like, a lot of there's a few scenes of Chi-Chi where she's all over him and he doesn't want it. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Like, she wants him to be home and work like a normal person. If he was a human being, that would be on his mind. But because of his Saiyan genes and bloods, he wants to be out there fighting, and that's all he cares about. That's because that's what their body is for, made
I'm
for.
surprised. I'm surprised he's not out there fighting, selling planets.
Yeah. So sadly, Bulma and Chi-Chi will never get a normal family out of them.
And sweet, it looks like the PS5 is good for the moment. So yay! I got so scared when it kept on like restarting on me and going to the safe mode startup menu.
Mm-hmm.
And then Izzy told me that hopefully my PS5 is not one of those ones that are like messed up from day one.
I
Cause
hope not.
she read an article about like certain PS5s or like somehow reason were damaged.
I mean, makes sense. That happens with everything. There's.
Like the only thing that scared me, I think I told you when it came in,
Mm-hmm.
it came in. It seemed like they just put it like in one like cheap ass garbage bag and tossed it to my front porch.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened.
Because like for the most part, like I told you, I baby this console. Like even with the controller, when I started acting about me for some odd reason, like I don't these controllers, I do not toss them on the ground. I don't like throw them, or if I get angry, I don't squeeze them or anything. Because like you saw how quickly that controller came when the PS5 pretty much fucked up, and this one, the one you got me that matches yours,
Mm-hmm.
no issue. Nothing's been wrong with it. It was
Nice.
only the controller that came with the PS5 that started acting up.
Land ho, gotta keep going. Yeah. Damn, that's weird. What the hell is going on downstairs?
Is that your mom and dad, or is that the neighbors?
That's. I'd be surprised if that was my neighbors. That's my parents. My mic is.
Because I don't.
You can hear my neighbors. That's crazy. No, that's
No,
my parents.
I'm
That's
just
my
asking.
parents.
Like I can't really like fully hear the voice. And I remember you telling me that like the houses were like right next to each other.
Well, they're connected. Yes, but you can. The only way you would be able to hear my neighbors is if they're outside in front. Like
Okay.
the last time I think that was mentioned, someone was outside. Because I can't hear from through the several walls. Because there's a room next to mine. My house or my parents' house is 3 bedroom. So there's a room next to mine, and then next to that wall would be the next house. So I can't hear anyone directly through the wall. If Maya was sleeping over, I'd hear her. But like, yeah, you
She'll
can
be at
hear
the
my.
phone, right?
She'd be on the phone or talking to friends, yeah. But my dog and my parents, yeah, you can hear that pretty clearly. I don't know how clearly, but clear enough. But when people are outside, yeah, you guess you can hear them. I can hear them pretty clear, but I guess my mic is good enough to pick off. Still, I want a newer mic. My cable's fucking up. Probably would be better to get an upgraded mic at this point.
Because for the most part, your mic sounds okay. Has there been any more like recent issues with the cord?
No, not recently. It just wouldn't mind an upgrade every now and then for some things.
Really, considering this is your streaming setup.
And I've had
But
this
like,
mic for many years, yeah.
as I mentioned before, I am not a streamer, so I have no effing clue when it comes to equipment and all that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna be honest, neither do I though, dude. I know more than you, but I don't know how I don't know how mics really work all that
Yeah.
well. I have it set to where it hears me from one side, and its volume for that is up, and it's not muted. That much I know. I have it mounted so it's off my desk and it's easily free to move. I don't know the mechanics of anything. I don't know how a computer works aside from searching on the internet, and running OBS. I don't know all the mechanics of what determines like my loss of frames or my computer shitting and causing my shit to split. I don't know all that. A lot of people that I talk to, even people that I don't know personally, are like, "Oh, you play and stream, you should know all this." Like, I don't know how a computer works. Just because I stream doesn't mean I know how to build one.
Yeah.
Like I know that's a little extreme, but my point is like I know the basics. Just I don't know how to all the crazy shit because I'm not a tech guy. Like at work, I have to like type shit into a Microsoft Word based program, like, or whatever it is, and I don't know how to fully work all that, and it's just because I don't use that kind of stuff. I barely work computers for much, just besides browsing, watching YouTube or porn. You guys don't really need to know that much, but guides or whatever else, watching Twitch,
Yeah.
streaming.
It's like I really do not know my workaround when it comes to being on Twitch. Because like I mentioned 100 times before, but when it comes on Twitch, I just stick to focusing on you.
Yeah.
Not like I'm trying to be an asshole to the other friends I met here through you that do it. But I'm like, I'm just gonna stick with you. And I want to keep it simple.
Well,
At
if
the
it's
end
not
of
your
the
thing,
day,
it's not your thing. I
the end of
appreciate.
the day, yeah, because like the end of the day, not to sound like an asshole to them. One thing that matters to me is I'm watching you doing what you're doing most gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Then it just feels like the old days, right? You just chill in the background and watch
Watching,
everybody play the game.
we play games together, yeah. Well, that's
The only
fine, and I expect you to have me up when we game together, but that I appreciate that. And if it's
yeah,
not for you, it's not for you.
like the only thing that's missing would be like, bruh, can you beat this guy for me?
Yes. You shouldn't need that now. You've beaten Dark Souls with me. On your own volition, you've beaten these bosses. With or without my help. You still had to learn some of that shit. Some of these games are some of the hardest action-based combat games ever. Unless you're playing harder, unless you're playing shit like Devil May Cry or God of War on higher difficulties, but even that,
Guess bloody, I was gonna say,
it's a whole different animal.
it's fun playing Dark Souls. Like, I really enjoy playing, what was it, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring. You know, I haven't been Elden Ring yet. For some reason, it's just relaxing and fun just to be grinding in the beginning area of Elden Ring.
Yeah. Well, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring are some of the best Souls. Even though Dark Souls 1 holds a lot of memory for me. It's just Dark Souls 3 is a perfect mix of slightly more open with bigger increased like map size and length to the gameplay, and there's like, even though there's a lot more and the game's longer, there's a lot, the areas feel impactful.
Like, when it comes between the mainline Dark Souls games, is Dark Souls 3 the longest?
Out of the Souls games, in Bloodborne and Sekiro, yes.
Oh, are those included in the Dark Souls universe?
No, they're not. But when people talk about the Soulsborne series, they include Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and the like.
Because I'm assuming, like, because of all of them, Elden Ring might be the longest.
Out of all of them, yes. But out of the 3 main Souls games, or 4 main, if you want to include Demon Souls, Dark Souls 3 is the longest. No, Bloodborne, Sekiro, of course, obviously, and Elden Ring are separate universes. But people like to just lump it in as a Soulsborne. And they say born for Bloodborne because it's easier than Soulborne, Nekiro, whatever the hell you want to say.
Call it.
And at the time, the Bloodborne was the main thing, so...
I am hoping they bring a modern version of Bloodborne to the PS5.
It's too good not to get a sequel. But yes, please. Update that bell mechanic. That's not the only thing. Update the freaking... I don't know what they could really upgrade besides the graphics and maybe some more areas, some chalices, and another DLC. I don't think that's gonna happen. That doesn't normally happen out of remasters or remakes or whatever the hell. Otherwise, Demon Souls would have finally had its final Archstone. The one that's broken. That people theorize whether it was DLC undone content that got taken out. I don't really know.
Well, was it on the original PS3 version?
Yeah, it's in both. There's a cracked Archstone in Demon Souls, the last one past the Valley of Defilement. People theorize it was either DLC or it's just cut content. I really don't know which it is, but it never was an accessible area. So there's probably plans for one, but it never got one. I mean, I don't think Demon Souls sold all that well.
The remake?
The original.
No, it didn't. It was considered a flop. So like I remember they were worried about Dark Souls 1.
Yeah.
But they took a gamble on it and were surprised how it failed in Japan, but it took off in overseas.
Yeah, that probably would explain also why it never got any sequels, DLC, and anything. But it's been held as high regard years later for some reason, but that's probably because Dark Souls became everybody's cult favorite, and then by the time Dark Souls 3 Bloodborne hit, everyone was already long in love with it, to the point where they're turning it to a challenge run in every game, and every other game is a Souls-like.
You know that, or certain games have like Easter eggs for reference to Dark Souls.
Yeah, like Monster Hunter felt very similar. You got God of War's new God of War felt very similar. Like, you got all the... And then you had nods to it, yes.
Well, Monster Hunter, you gotta remember, that one's older than Dark Souls.
I know, but Monster Hunter World specifically felt Dark Soulsy. That one specifically.
I'm excited for the new one, Wilds, but it's gonna be a whole year.
Oh, that's fine. We got a while. We still have a bit till Final Fantasy as well.
Yeah.
I guess any game with the bigger enemies and like some dodging can be a Souls-like. Because even Arceus had some Souls-like mechanics with the Pokemon big bosses, where you throw shit at them and dodge their attacks. Very Dark Souls.
Because I remember, like, when I first played Arceus and I encountered that, what is it? What are they called again? Apex Snorlax or
The giant.
what are they called again?
Distortion Pokemon? I forgot what they're called. I was talking about the story significant bosses, like the Cleavor.
Well, I haven't fought any bosses yet.
Yeah.
In
well, if you're talking about like the giant versions of some of the Pokemon, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I remember seeing the Snorlax and I was dodging him like, motherfucker, I played Dark Souls.
Yeah,
and then I seen like a clip. I think it was on Facebook or YouTube, where like a streamer was playing Arceus and he said he could dodge. And I think he was dodging the same Snorlax. Dude, I played Dark Souls, bitch! And he dodged his beam attack like it was nothing.
Yeah, it's what I was saying when I was fighting the Cleavor. I was like, oh, it's Dark Souls, alright.
And I also enjoyed how, like, the game that you got me with the PS4, the bundle, the Star Wars one,
mm-hmm.
The Dark Souls player was playing the multiplayer in that one. He was using Vader. And he Dark Souls the two like remaining enemies, the enemy team, because like because when it comes to the PvP now, it's always the Jedi versus the Empire.
Yeah.
So he destroyed them like it was nothing, just like rolling around Dark Souls style. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah. Who are you? Well, it's plain to see that you're a trainer. My name is Blue. I was once a champion, although it was for only a short time. That meddling red did me in. Anyway, what do you want? Do you want to challenge me or something? I hate to say it, but I'm not in the mood for a battle now. Take a good look around you. Volcano erupts just like that, and the whole town disappears. We can go on winning and losing in Pokemon, but if nature so much twitches, we could lose in a second. That's the way it is. But anyway, I'm still the trainer. If I see a strong opponent, it makes me want to battle. If you want to battle me, come to Viridian Gym. I'll take you on. I'll be at your Lego gym later. I'm glad you keep your Hoppip in top shape. Good thing that thing doesn't want to evolve ever. That's what they should have done with with Gold and Silver, is made them train their Pokemon a little bit. At least in the remake, they sort of did that. I also like the gym leader rebattles in Heart Gold and Silver, even though I didn't really do that a lot.
Oh, the one thing I wonder if Nintendo's finally going to release a new version or like a new console after the Switch.
I mean, most likely. I don't think Nintendo's gonna stop doing that anytime soon. Same with remaking Gen 1.
It just sucks though that they're so behind when it comes to like general console power.
Hardware power?
Yeah.
I don't know why they are, honestly.
Because
They can keep
apparently,
their family-friendly image, but seriously.
it was like apparently I want before. Yeah, the Switch is pretty much as powerful as like a PS3 or a 360.
That's still not bad, but still, yes.
And then apparently, if they do release a Switch 2, or we're gonna call it, it's gonna be just as powerful as the last gen PS4 and Xbox One.
Alright, that's better. That's what the Switch Lite should be. I feel like the lights nowadays are just useless. Brighter screen, really, and that's it. They should make it. They should slightly make them more. They should make them slightly more powerful. Like, I bought a 3DS XL for a bigger screen. Like, I don't need it to be stronger. But if I were to buy a Switch Lite, I would prefer, because its brightness is fine. I would prefer it to be a little bit more powerful.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't have a Switch Lite. That's why I have two Switches. It's because it's the same shit. The only thing I hate, though, are the Joy-Cons. That needs to be fixed. And that's why the 2DS is... Or, 2DS, no. God, no. Never. The basic Switch with its Joy-Cons just permanently attached to it are also horrible for me. I don't like that either.
Yeah, I know. I feel you on that one. I won a... I think I told you before. I won a free Switch Lite from Play Retro.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave it to the ex. I'm like, fuck it. I don't... I was thinking about just keeping it so I could trade between myself and Pokemon, but what? Fuck it, it's just gonna fuck up because I'm not a big fan of the Joy-Cons being attached. Because even with the Switch I have now, the Joy-Cons are pretty much they're gone. Yep. They're no longer like attached to my Switch. I used the Pro Controller I got from GameStop.
I wish that was...
Like, granted, my Switch cons do not they don't drift, but the main issue is they're really bad at staying connected on the Switch itself. Because like when you put them on the Switch, it does a little like clicking noise when it's connected. You say like it with like a Switch Lite.
Yeah.
There's some reason on mine when I have it that way. Once in a while, the Switch would like disconnect and I can't use the Joy-Con. In order for me to use the Joy-Con, I had to put it on that little thing that came with the Switch. Where I could put both Joy-Cons together and use it like a half-ass Pro Controller. It makes it kind of frustrating because then it takes a long time to charge the Switch cons, and even then, when they do charge and leave it alone, it just drains the power of the Switch like it's nothing. Like if you have it on 24/7.
Damn.
Right now, I'm having flashbacks. I'm in the second area of Borderlands 1 after we get done with the area of Badlands. I just got done doing that one mission where I got just kill 50 insects in the speedway.
Oh, nice. And we have Blaine. Oops.
Now, are you gonna do all the side stuff before you take on the gym leaders? Or do you have to do all this before you're able to fight the gym leaders?
Oh no, I can fight them now. I could have been fighting them all this time, but I just wanted to just fight everyone, open up Kanto, and do all the gyms. I usually like to do all the as much side content and battle content or whatever I'm doing in games before I take on any major story significant.
Sans. I was just asking because like it's been so long. I don't remember like the drum specifics when it came to Gensel. Because do those badges even give you anything?
I'm not sure. Probably boosts in power, but I don't really know. Booty cheeks. They give booty cheeks.
That mission is done. And Brett, once you finish gold, are you gonna go straight to what's it, Emerald, or are you gonna do Ruby Sapphire?
I'm not doing Emerald, I'm doing Sapphire version when I can, but I don't have a way to play it. I don't have a way to get my sound to be heard without static. I can get the sound to be heard, but there's static in the background from the jack connection, so I don't know what I'm going to do, so probably not.
Okay. So then after that, straight to the DS games then?
I know. I'm gonna be playing them in order. I just don't know what I'm gonna be doing. I wanna get that working. I really wanna play Sapphire version and complete Ruby so I can complete Sapphire and then play Fire Red and Leaf Green, play Coliseum, Gale of Darkness, to complete Gen 3.
Is that what I would probably say? Would it be a better option to go with the remake? Or you're gonna still stick with the original?
Nope, I'm doing all of them. The remake is not Gen 3, it's Gen 6. So no, I'm not doing that one yet. Besides, I haven't played Ruby and Sapphire on stream, and then I haven't played Fire and Leaf Green in a long time. On stream either. Be nice throwback to an old Fire and Leaf Green stream that I did.
But what came out first, Fire Red, Leaf Green, or Ruby and Sapphire?
Ruby and Sapphire. They made Fire Red and Leaf Green for you to complete Ruby and Sapphire. And later generations past. So it had to have came after.
'Cause I think after that it went straight to DS, right?
Yeah, Diamond and Pearl. Heart
Then we got
Gold. Heart Gold was sometime after Platinum.
then after that it was Black and White 2. I think that was it before it went to DS.
Yeah. Then it was X and Y. Gen 5 was short. Only technically 2 games, but 4 if you want to be an anal about it. And it's the only Pokemon generation besides Gen 1 that has 4 mainline games. They're just the same. Unlike Gen 1 though, Gen 5 Black and White, at least one of them's a sequel. 4 games that are the same. And one that we don't even have. I should play Green just for the fuck of it.
I miss Platinum, but it says that my copy got stolen.
Probably.
Like,
I could probably look one for you if you want one. I just would hope to find one cheap.
If you ever find a cheap ass one, send it my way. I don't care if it's just the cartridge. I tried playing a library copy, but even the library copy one didn't work.
That's hot. Just a little further if you. No. No.
Okay, I remember this now. I love how like Guns N' Roses one. I think I forget something, and my hands just goes to where I gotta go just by like I want to say maybe muscle memory.
Yeah.
Like I think I could say this confidently that the Borderlands series is my most played genre in general.
Disgusted by wimpy.
So yeah, when it comes to the swimmer sprites and gold and silver and crystal, is how fucked up their arms look.
I never really paid attention.
I don't know if you noticed, but it seems like they're extra long compared to like the rest of their body.
You would notice more. I mean, not that I'm not an artist. It's just you stuck with it. So and since you were a better drawer than me, you would notice detail more. But I would have to look. I mean, I did notice Arbok's head looking weird, but that's just my perspective. There are a lot of odd sprites in these games. And arms are always one of the hardest things for me to draw. Yeah, her hand also just looks very...
One of the hardest things in general to draw are just like fucking
hands. My biggest issue is I had a hard time drawing off memory. I couldn't really come up with my own designs. I also had a hard time with details, so I couldn't really do well with that. I had good drawing skills in other ways. I just needed to really look at something. Like, I drew myself. Like, I think that's the best I've ever done. But no, my biggest issue is, yeah, I have a hard time drawing from memory. Some of my drawing never progressed on a level like that. But no. Yeah, hands suck, feet suck, arms suck. Just in general. For me, keeping anything in, like, looking level and accurate is hard for me too. I also have depth perception.
I was say like drawing from a perception, it's a pain.
Yeah. I've noticed that when it comes to actual shit in life and loading stuff on pallets and keeping that like level and even is hard for me. Drawing certain depth or when I'm doing a look on is hard for me. People in general is rough to draw. I've done that for school. I've drawn myself. I've drawn other people. I loved art. It was fun. There's a variety of good ways of doing different art.
Oh, there is.
Like video game making or video making. Not that I really do that kind of content anymore. I just stream. But like I enjoyed doing YouTube for what it was. Photography was fun. Not my field, but it was fun. I like drawing pen to paper, but unfortunately I started really just kind of focusing after college and during college, just dating. And I just didn't really care at that point. And my parents weren't paying an uphill amount of money to send me to an all-art school. When I was probably above average at most. Because I didn't exactly draw that much.
Like an asshole by saying this, but also there's a lot of fucking people that go to our colleges that are not really above average.
Oh, I know, and I'm not great. Because I also never worked on it. Never worked on it heavily. I did as a kid, but as I got older, I stopped.
And sadly, it shows nowadays when it comes to like modern day comics, comes to like certain drawings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I
like,
huh?
Because like for some odd reason, not to like this on like how should I put this Western artists, but it feels like the passion that people used to have for making comics is not there anymore compared to like how like the Japanese people that make manga used to have the passion for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think what I was say like back in the day, people used to give manga like a lot of shit for like the way it was drawn, but now I want to say that majority of modern manga is drawn a lot better than any current modern like.
I've never been a big fan of a lot of Americans cartoons art style or comics art style at all. Like minus maybe Pokemon. Like growing up with say Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball and that, like I really started loving that design and art style. You know what I mean? More defined, colorful, not just every American cartoon felt flat, though. I just, like, not that they're bad, like Ed, Edd and Eddy and a lot of that, but a lot of it just felt flat. And that's preferably, to me, why I actually loved anime more. There's a lot of the art style, to me, as an artist, as a person who drew, not that I'm as big as you, or anyone else, for that matter. But, like, I loved it, and that was one of my, in Dragon Ball, how me and you it got introduced. You know what I mean? So it's just like it has a hit home for on an artist level, but that's I don't know. I couldn't get into a lot of American cartoons for the art style.
You grew up watching Yu Yu Hakusho and the artist Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah. I love Yu Yu Hakusho's art.
Especially like when we start reading the manga, like holy shit.
Yeah, he improved. He improves a lot. I mean, it starts off very kind of but it gets better. Like, I like it better than Dragon Ball's art. And I think Dragon Ball's manga art is very, very good. Albeit lazy at times.
I have no idea when it comes to Akira's, like, schooling when it comes to manga. It's like, because, you know, like manga is so, like, normal in Japan I have no idea where they'll go to get special training for it.
I don't even. Yay, roadblock cleared back in fuchsia.
Are you gonna try to beat the gym leaders in order, or you should go to whoever's closest to you once you're done doing all the side stuff?
I was planning on doing them in order. I think I've pretty much done every route to my knowledge. Minus Rock Tunnels route. The only thing I didn't do yet is Rock Tunnel.
Is Nicholas Cage still on this one?
Yes. They're all still here. You could still go through Diglett's tunnel. You go through Mountain Moon, you go through Rock Tunnel. I just accessed every other area in Kanto minus going through Rock Tunnel. Since I cleared up that slowpoke, I have major access to everything. I forgot, you don't need to go through that house anymore. They don't have a gigantic hole in it, thank goodness. Also, my goodness. Gen 2 added so much slice of life shit without having to go to your menu to freaking use cut and all that crap. Hit select to use an
That would
item.
be cool if they added some like montage to the hole in this one. Like, oh, there's a hole right there, but since it's been boarded up.
I mean, they mention it. Though they mentioned they got robbed. I have everyone here, including elected butt. My shiny Eevee. I already have all of you though on my Oris. Every form except for shiny Eevee himself. Thanks to Platinum. My Pokemon were hurt before even entering Rock Tunnel. I'd better take them to a center that's literally right over here. I guess I battled all you? I guess I didn't go in Rock Tunnel, or did I? I don't remember. I know I was over here, I just don't remember beating it. And that would make sense, I would need to be over here. Oh wait, I think I did do Rock Tunnel. Was the only place I didn't do was Mountain Moon. Yeah, I did do Rock Tunnel because I got Kangaskhan. That's right. I'm an idiot.
Is that 1K back the one where you caught Mewtwo?
No, it's not. See? It's closed off somehow. And the strip of land is longer, but it doesn't lead to any land at the bottom where the cave once was. I don't know what the fuck happened. But yeah, Kanto had a lot of change. I know there was a freaking eruption at Cinnabar, but I don't know how much of an impact that would have had on the rest of the planet, or the rest of Kanto, rather.
It doesn't seem like it'll be like a super eruption.
You took out Cinnabar, that makes sense, but like it didn't affect Seafoam Island that much. It's a slight change. It's one room. There's not two exits anymore, or two entrances, or an exit, an entrance and an exit. There's only one entrance now. It's where Blaine is, so he's just living in a cave. I don't get. I get again cut content, and I'm thinking too hard about it. But sometimes you kind of gotta. I still want to understand though. From an in-game perspective. Onward to Butt Boom. Butt Boom. I don't need to really capture any Clefairy. A haze Clefairy. I have Clefairy, I have Clefable, I have Jigglypuff, and Swigglywoff. Swigglytuff.
Hopefully this Eevee will be at Espeon.
Eventually, hopefully. I mean, he's already died once and only has one haircut put into him, but eh. I also forgot to mention I did a bunch of trading though earlier besides the evolutions and such of some stones and Eevees. I got the birds and Mewtwo.
Because I'm assuming you can't buy the stones in the Celadon market anymore.
Not in Gen 2, no. You can. There's a side quest I gotta do with Bill's grandfather and at the original house in Cerulean because Bill's no longer there now. He gives you items based on Pokemon you show him. He wants a Lickitung for the first one, which gives you an Everstone, but he can give you all the elemental stones, and you only get one of those in the game. There's a few Moonstones you get, which, since I have Clefable and all that, and Wigglytuff, I'm going to use the other two to evolve Nidorans. But I have Cloyster, and I've read off some of their entries already. I have Cloyster, I have Starmie, Exeggutor. I managed to get Hitmonchan. I have Aerodactyl, I have Kabuto, I just need Ammonite. A lot of Gen 1 or Red and Blue exclusives that you can't get outside of them. Gen 2, you can't get a lot of those. Hitmonchan and those unless you breed Tyrogue. And then the Stone evolutions, they're not really exclusive. They're hard to come by, so you have to trade them over to get them. So I took a lot of basic bitch Pokemon that I had and evolved them, like Growlithe, Arcanine, and we got Ninetales, we got Starmie. But yeah, and then there's some of the exclusives, of course. You got these fuckers, which, yeah. And then you got Kabuto, which again is kind of exclusive. You could trade to get an Aerodactyl with a Chansey. Fuck that. I also caught Chansey this morning off camera. I didn't trade it. I traded it. And I traded an Aerodactyl from a different game, so it doesn't have a nickname. Which, yeah, that does kind of bother me. More when it's an evolved Pokemon. Like, I didn't want that. I caught me a separate Onix because I didn't want him fucking nicknamed Steelix. That's just a more personal thing. I also traded over. I beat one of my Pokemon Red, Blue games, whichever one, and I got Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Mewtwo, and even Mew. Hey, I'm doing well, Fractal Fox. All without touching my other red game that's completed, which is something I didn't want to do because I want them all completed and all on one game each. So, yeah. All I need to do now is probably play a different game and look up a Celebi glitch or something. I actually didn't think about that. Well, I did, but I didn't look up anything on Celebi. So I'm probably past if there is one. A glitch to get him. Because that'd be the only way to get a Celebi. I hope you're doing well, Fractal. But yeah. And then I got a lot of some of the swarm Pokemon cleanup. I hope I got most, if not all of them at this point. Now I just need Silver's exclusive. Remaining exclusives like Skarmory and I think Fanfy and such. But other than that, we're getting there. That room was awful. I didn't really pay attention to the clip. What game was that? Yeah, still getting rid of the sickness. Probably gonna have soup for dinner. I hope you feel better, man. Enjoy some soup. I can run like the wind, can you? What are you, a Suicune? Yeah.
I swear, like the moment I'm done getting sick, everybody else has to get sick.
Spread the physical layers. Years of Pokemon only streams confirmed. I don't know about that. I think I don't want to be burnt out on Pokemon. That shit would not be fun. One of my favorite RPGs. Final Fantasy already burnt me out. Not playing it like recently, but like beforehand. That's why 10 never got completed. Well, that was a different type of burnout though. Burnout. More or less just upset because I didn't highlight those videos. Not like my friggin' Dark Souls burnout. But Final Fantasy was another one because I did play like, what, 9 games straight?
You did?
Yeah, when I was doing Final Fantasy, yeah. Pretty much, I think I did a marathon of the first 9 games. Played 10 sometime later because I wanted to make a massive thing because 10 was one of my favorites. Yeah, I did well, Dead Rising I've done quite a few times for the first game at least, but that's also yearly though. I was doing that for...
You, me, and maybe Mercer kind of played those as co-op.
I wish it was 3-player. But no, yeah. Oh, well, Dead Rising 2 and 3, yes. Me and Tom already did one, so I would love to have a Dead Rising 3 playthrough with you, but a stream of 2 as well, because me and Mercer have done some of Dead Rising, but we had never really shown all of it off or completed all of it. We did a bit of Dead Rising 2 and 3. Me and Tom did all of Dead Rising 3. I would love to have all of Dead Rising 2 and Off the Record with you.
I was just about to say, it's Off the Record co-op too?
Yes, it is. It's the better version of the two.
That's the only one I have. I don't have...
Oh, that's fine. The original. Well, it's the same, just some minor character changes in the ending. And then that's the same. I mean, yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I also did an entire Resident Evil marathon, but I never burnt myself out on that. Which is kind of odd. You would think I would, considering I'm not the greatest at those kind of memory. My memory is not great when it comes to those games.
My memory is only rock solid when it comes to the original.
I did better. Yeah.
Like when it comes to the remake on the PS4,
Mhm.
I once in a while I have to go on YouTube or Google some of the puzzles.
I did a lot better when I recently played off camera for myself. I played the original Resident Evil 1. I still had some struggle with parts, but I managed to beat through it pretty easily. And I was like surprised that you didn't even have to fight the tyrant. You just walk out. All the anguish and pain of me is getting murdered my first playthrough on stream. Like several parts of that stream was me not even fighting the tyrant. I was getting caught on the rail. And him killing me. Because of fucking tank controls and the angling. Because of my... Just... Ugh. I'm still like, tank controls aren't hard to get used to, but I still... Just... Someone who doesn't play them a lot. I get... It's hard for me to tell where I am on some parts of the map, like certain tiles. And when I was playing that for the first time and I made it to the end, I kept getting caught on the railing. It was so bad.
Yeah.
Feels fire breather, Otis man. Oh yeah, feel that fire. Feels tyrant man. Yeah, that thing fucked me up bad. He fucked me up worse than he did Wesker. I don't know. It definitely didn't squish Jill, so she wasn't a sandwich, but she could be turned into whatever the hell he turned her into.
I swear to God, the remake to RE1 from the GameCube is so well made.
It was fun. I loved RE1 Remake. Got to play as Chris. Oh, I played as Chris that playthrough.
Oh shit, you went hard mode in the beginning?
Yeah, because I played as Jill on the original.
It's fun playing Chris, but also at the same time, it's very frustrating.
Yep, and then Rebecca lost her head to a hunter, and I was like, well, alright then, goodbye. I know that's a ending thing, but I was like, well, alright, well, whoops. I didn't know any of that. Again, but still, fun. Kinda shame after all the survival and anguish of RE0. Fuck that game. RE1 Remake is, yeah, it's so good. RE2 though.
RE0, the co-op. You know, I like where they're going with it, but it's so frustrating when you're a single player.
Please don't.
Especially, remember it got annoying in the train where you had to like put thing what was in that little like cab leader thing, so you sit down to the other person. Like, God, Jesus Christ.
I don't remember a good portion of the Resident Evil games, to be honest. Playing them once, and I barely remember some of these games. Hell, I barely remember half the shit I was doing in RE4 Remake when I was after I finished it. That's just how bad my memory can be. Mag horror. Get fucked in the butt. Step right up and take a look. At what? Your junk. Cover. What's with the fire breathers wanting to blow up things with noxious gas? That sounds dangerous. Coffer. Oh, don't poison my alligator. Alligator.
Hey, I just made it to New Haven.
Nice. Alright, so I just need to catch me a Clefairy. I have a Clefable, but I don't have a Clefairy. Who I can't catch at all, apparently, according to this. What's even the point? Why is it not in gold and silver? What?
Well, I think you could catch one when they were dancing. Or no?
I know that leads to an event with Moonstone. I didn't know if we could catch them. What are you doing in Kanto, you Jew? Ooh. Sorry, that's not meant to be offensive. But that can come off as offensive. I apologize. I normally don't say that much, but I do. It's been a while. Since I lost to you, I thought about what I was lacking with my Pokemon. And we came up with an answer. Now, we'll show you. I'm an asshole in Kanto. Oh, you... Okay, they're inside of Mount Poon. Still rare as shit. Wow, pretty close to what Mount Moon originally had. Sandshrew wasn't here, though. Hello, Butts with a Z. We meet again. I forgot you were in Kanto, asshole. A Cantonian asshole? I know that's red. And blue. Green hasn't been born yet. A Swolbat. The Swolgobat. Well, now my rival is pretty competent with his level. I'm surprised still, though, his Pokemon doesn't love him enough because he doesn't have a Crobat. Because I killed it too damn much. Magneton, huh? Good thing this is Generation 2 and your Magneton doesn't have a way to levitate. Even though it's literally levitating. Suck my earthquake, fucker. Ah, yes, the starter. I'll show you what a real love does to a bat. It gives it 4 wings. Good thing I'm not using special defense, special attacks. God, Meganium just looks like he'd be tanky, but he's not.
Huh.
At least fighting AI variants of him.
I gotta say, I think also like stat-wise, is he like the worst of all three?
Generally speaking, at least from what I can tell, he's probably one of the worst grass starters in history.
So like, it's not like I'm trying to shit on the grass types, but usually the grass starters are shit.
For the vast majority of the time, a lot of people that I watch on YouTube who are, I wouldn't say they're all into PvP, but more of them are into it than I am. Or at least more people that are good with meta. As much as I play Pokemon, I don't understand meta that well. Like I have some Pokemon that's, I guess, raised for online battles, but the whole like all of its stats and like good moves and whatnot. And yeah, I know people hate Venusaur and don't like Meganium. I know a lot of people shit on Meganium being one of the weakest grass starters in it. I know people love Sceptile. I know people hated. I don't know about Torterra. I've not heard much from about it, but Superior from Black and White, I know people don't like. Grass Kitty, I don't know how much people don't like or not, but yeah, generally speaking, no, a lot of people don't. Like, and a lot of people don't like the repeated firefighting either. That's a very good combination. Which was one of my major combinations in the card game. Firefighting, since rock, ground, all that was fighting. Yeah. Grass, psychic, water, lightning, firefighting. I miss the card game. Good days. Good old times. But no, I'm not a meta trainer, so I don't know how good, bad. I just don't like them personally. Because they generally get fucked by a lot of things. From psychic, flying, fire, ice, whatever you have it. And there's.
It looks like it's still pretty good. EV 42, Froggear 47.
Yeah, I got my Pokemon caught up, sort of. When I was at the Elite Four, some of my Pokemon were. Like, Ampharos was not battle worthy at all, like in the mid 30s. I knew I was gonna have to battle them a few times to level up before I beat them, but I'm not. When it comes to training in the wild, I'm not really big on it. So my team wasn't all that leveled. Now they are pretty much close, all close in level now. I wonder who he traded with to get Gengar. Huh.
Only if you pull a lance and force it to long.
Well, here's the problem. Pokemon also has the game version within its own universe. So Pokemon are fake and real within its own universe. Yeah. So when the in-game trades are technically people playing the games. Some of them are. Some of the actual NPCs are holding Game Boys. And they will mention like things like the link cable. So it's kind of funny. So it makes me wonder, is Pokemon actually playing is the in-game Pokemon universe also just the Pokemon in-game universe, not and all your characters are just playing Game Boys. So it makes me wonder if he walking around with his Game Boy found somebody, beat him up, made him trade so he can get Gengar.
That'd be funny if that was the case. Just like right now, they shit talking to each other. Oh yeah. They busted their game with. Oh shit, I'm out of batteries. Fuck, we quit for now. But I will be back at full batteries, bitch.
Yeah, because there are trainers that mention like the link cable and stuff like that. I know it's supposed to just games do that, but it's funny that Pokemon has the in-game universe within the universe of a game already. So it's Pokemonception. do it tomorrow. I can do it at night. Clefairy dance thing. If Clefairy is easier to get in here, I'm gonna go for her. Well, only can get Clefairy in here because I need it. I have Clefable. Clefable. And then I just gotta breed all the babies. The babies. In before Nintendo makes baby forms for everybody.
Oh god, can you just imagine they did that in a future game? Every single Pokemon has to do as a baby form. It's like, oh Jesus Christ.
I know, right? That'd be something, wouldn't it?
Be nice thing, I can see I'm doing this, having like a unique baby Pokédex, kind of how the unknown have their own unique little Pokédex.
Oh,
Just
jeez.
get all their baby forms.
Track your babies. Different ways to capture all the baby forms.
Picture looks cute. Nice little ground Pikachu.
Sandshrew. A
I'm so
Zubit.
surprised he can't catch. So no Clefairy spawns here at all in both games.
Not outside, it didn't. Only inside, apparently.
Oh, in the cave,
And,
the
yeah,
spot.
yes. In Crystal, it appears outside.
Okay.
That's for some reason. Yeah, they're swapped for some reason. It's really weird. It's just 5%. And I remember, it wasn't that long ago. It was probably a good 10 years ago, maybe a little less than that. I played Crystal Physical Copied. I caught a shiny Zubat. I know that file's gone, but got corrupted. But probably some of the last recent random Spalad shiny as an adult. I know I did that when I moved here, but that was probably a good almost decade ago now. It'd be nice to run into a shiny. This Eevee was bred. Still took a while for a 1 in 64 chance. Breeding is slow. It's faster too if you have Pokemon from different games. So I guess Pokemon that are breeding, if they're from the same trainer, they produce less eggs. I'm not sure if that affects the Ditto, so if getting a Ditto from a different game, if that is enough to make every Pokemon have faster egg odds. I hope so. Because that's one thing I need to do is get me a shiny Ditto, so I need to teach Mimic to my red Gyarados and trade it at Gen 1 and find a Ditto and do a bunch of shit. Not really, but it just involves your Ditto using Transform and Mimic and whatnot on them. And twice or Trent or something like that. And then you touch yourself.
reminds me, freaking tonight I spent all my night cleaning the house.
Oh, yeah.
And the mama, supposedly she's gonna be home tomorrow. I think I mentioned before, she went on the trip to Atlanta. So usually what I do is the day before she comes, I try to do a deep clean. Because if I clean beforehand, she comes home and it's like a little bit of dust. She bitches up a storm.
Yeah. Ugh. Bear has fucking berry.
You should do that thing for the Warriors. Come out to play.
And nothing's encounter rate's like that extremely high. It's 30 or 10, 20, or 30, 20, 10, 5. Zubat's percentage is 30 with Geodude. I mean, that's not that bad. At least it's not predominantly Zubat. Like right there, that's a 20%. Hey, Chocolate Chip, how you doing?
Chocolate chip joint?
Yeah, he just hopped into Twitch chat. Whore. I hope you're doing well, Chocolate. Just itching to have a big old cock shoved on my. What is with? Go get laid. Sorry, you can't. I can't give you my cock through my computer. Twitch would ban.
You just imagine freaking chocolate chip. You got mail. Opens up, a little pecker comes out. Here you go.
Sorry, it just overflows into chat. Your horny thoughts or your semen? You got dick. I like it when it overflows. I want to be whiter. Give me all the bukkake. Right now I have both Clefairy and Jigglypuffs and their evolutions. Moonlight that it stores in the wings on its back apparently gives the ability to float in midair. Moonlight Great Clefairy. Oh, now I run into another one. Thanks, game.
It's like now that you don't need it, it's showing up.
Yeah, it always RNG hates me. It's whenever I'm looking for it, it never wants to show. The moment I don't want it, or if I'm in it going through an area that's already completed, I'll run into rare spawns. Most a good there's chances that happens. Yeah. But no, the moment I'm looking for something, especially if it's rare, the rarest mon in the area, it always takes forever. Sometimes I'll have good luck. Thank you, Hanzaidi? Han? Thank you for the follow. Sorry if I butcher that horrendously. I'm bad with
Thank
words with Z's and or with X's and what?
You said it called anxiety, right?
It looks like it, but it's like Han, like Hannah.
Oh, so it's a hand job instead of head. Okay, I'll take that.
Yes, it's a hand job, sure. Sorry, I thought I was following before. Nah, it's all good. It's all good, Han. Hanzaidi.
Like, yo, what a hand do?
Anxiety with a so it is anxiety. So it's like anxiety with a hand. So it's all right. A fear of giving hand jobs. Sorry, I'm only.
Good to know that they're pretty handsy.
If I were a rapper, I always said my name at would be a little hand job. Oh God, I'm glad you're okay. Okay, so you're rolling with it. All right, good.
Little hand job.
Oh God. With today's rappers out there, I'm surprised it's not already taken. I know my handle is taken, but I never made my nickname for a rap reason. My initials are BL, and I just swapped the two. And my original name was Brett8 on a lot of things. And that's where my birth year is 89. I think it sounds great. I think it's funny. Well, I appreciate the follow. Thank you. If you want to join the community and haven't already clicked on it in the past, feel free to join the Discord. Feel free to send love to the YouTube if you enjoy the RPGs like Final Fantasy and even Kingdom Hearts and the more action RPGs like Final Fantasy Remake and RE, and you got horror like Resident Evil and Silent Hill and all that. There's plenty. Random stuff from even platformers and side-scrollers. Flaffy. Fluff. Ball of floof. Little naked sheep. I want a naked sheep. I want a sheep. Name it Flaffy. Just shave it.
Laffy, taffy.
Shake the... God damn it. You of all people, I know you would generally hate that song. Girl, shake that
Yeah, like
Laffy
in our like high school days, yeah. Yup, in my YT. Yup, in my YT. And then, yep, in my black tea. And
Yes,
then
yeah,
yeah, in my pink tea. Like, oh, guys, one after the
there's a
other.
blue tea, a pink tea, a white tea, a red tea, a black tea. There's every color for. I'm surprised there wasn't a rainbow tea song. Probably is. I'm on a boat. It's a pigeon. My apologies, getting cleaning done for a minute. Oh, take your time. Take your time.
Who's cleaning?
Anxiety.
At least they're putting in their hands to good use.
Maybe their maybe they have feet anxiety.
It's like, make sure you work the Shabbos you clean.
Mm. The emote reply to that.
What did it reply?
They did a laughing face emote. It's just someone laughing. I have life anxiety, don't we all?
Yeah, everybody has that. Welcome to the club.
I have actual social anxiety, so I feel that. I'm also an introvert. Makes it worse. Like, it may not seem like it now, but I'm generally very quiet. And when I'm working, when I'm outside of my element, Twitch is fine. When I'm outside my element, though, when I'm working, like, generally dealing with people and trying to work, it exhausts me. I've had jobs where, like at Chick-fil-A, dealing with a lot of orders on time and having people yell at me constantly is very tiring. Same with work here at my current job, where I gotta load pallets a certain way and it's just. I'd rather work alone, but unfortunately, it's not. Life doesn't work out. The one job I had that was perfect, and I was only making 19 an hour, shut down. But even that wasn't great. I'm making over 20 now, so it's still.
Was that the Sears place?
Sears, yeah, that's shut down. Yeah. But now I'm making a little over 20, and it's better, but it's just I'd rather. I don't know. It's just a lot more work. It's harder for me to memorize everything. You rolled with it. I mean, it's nothing you could do about anxiety besides getting help for it. So, as long as you're embracing it and are able to make fun of it. I've always been very sensitive, also, because of it. And growing up, while I've had a good life, I've also been bullied a lot for it, and I've also had a lot of. I dislike my parents and a lot of that kind of stuff, you know. But other than that, like I've had a good life. I have a good life with very few close friends. That's all you really need, to be honest. I've had people fuck me over, so I try not to have too many people in my life.
No, my friend list is very, very small.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I hung out with a lot of shadier people. People I generally would only consider school friends, and some of them have fucked me over. Or just used me. Girls that I've dated have just Laura, like, you know, stuff like that used me. It's still. So it's just like, fuck people. Already being an introvert, hard time to talk with women, and when you get people or make friends and then they just trash or use you. I got into drugs. Not too heavily outside of weed, but I got into drugs. I've lost friends to drugs. So it's just like I try to keep my circle small, whatever's left of it. But yeah, I have anxiety too. I also have epilepsy, which I had a recent case of seizures last year. Well, not last year, like the year prior to one, but. Sometime near my birthday, which also made it worse. But yeah, then Life is good, sort of, for as far as work goes. At least I have a job. Gangsta! Gangsta gamers! How you doing? Just peeking in there with that little, the emote that I always want to call Kirby. But it's
What
not
did I miss?
nothing. I don't know. What did you miss?
Something about an emote?
Someone popped in and did a little emote. Are you an emote? He's trying to learn Destiny Bond. Sorry, King Garber, you're not gonna become that. Sour Punch! Good, everyone's joining in. Hello. Hello, the punchiest of sours. What? The sourest of punches. I want that for a Pokemon attack. Sour Punch. Thunder Punch. Sour Punch. What's good? Nothing, man. Chillin'. Just punching the crap out of horses. You know. Throwing balls at creatures in the wild. HP up. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. And I think that clears up all of Kanto minus the badges. Most thereof, anyway. Was I balling on that Pokemon ass? Hell yeah, I am. Did I catch a dodo? No, I never got the chance to. Well, I'll have to wait until tomorrow. Because he only appears in the morning or day. Alright,
What, the Moonstone thing?
No, Moonstone is at night. Doduo. This Pokemon I need, but I can't catch him now because it's night. I'm just trying to figure out what other missing Pokemon and remaining catch-up I have besides Mount Silver, which I cannot access yet. And it appears to only really lead to... I don't think I need anything minus Sneasel, I believe, out of that. Because I can't get Donphan. Or Fantry. I would have to wait. Trade. I can't even access Mount Shit Hole yet. Alright, for Alligator. It's time to tackle some... It's time to get swole. Starting with Brock. It's time to get rock hard with Brock.
You better be rock hard after getting your hand thief.
The trainers of this gym use Rock-type Pokemon. The Rock-type has high defense. Battles could end up going a long time. Are you ready for this? Yeah, if you don't have the right type. And if you're using physical attacks. Unless, well, physical attacks that aren't water or grass. But even then, why would you still use physical attacks? I mean, it also depends on their physical attack. Using ground on rock-type monsters is a good idea. But still. I generally just go water.
Well, I mean, of course, you're ready to rock hard. You gotta get it wet before you go in.
Oh, I know. Make them sobbing wet. I have to win these battles. You have to? What battles? Battles against the challengers? You're rude. Wow, that's not often that we get a challenger from Johto. I'm Brock, the future gym leader. I'm an expert in rock-type Pokemon. My Pokemon are impervious to most physical attacks. You'll have a hard time inflicting any damage. Come on. Are you naked still? Nope, your shirt. That's right, you have a shirt. You're also cross-armed. You're not doing your X pose anymore. They censored Brock. How dare they?
Oh, those bitches.
How dare they? Still didn't open his eyes yet. Yeah, I'm wetting your rocks. I'm gonna make some gravel. Oh, you're sending out a rock water type, are you? It's a weird odd combination sometimes. It's also kind of funny that it doesn't also resist or immune to lightning in any way. Bomb. Gone. Goodbye, Kabutops.
It's only what the grounds that do that.
Yeah, I know. I think it's just kind of funny that rock, water is just kind of also a Pokemon you could just sneeze electricity. or rock flying. It's just typings that should also block electricity, but I think it probably is just enough. I wouldn't know how to balance the game any more than it already is. You can just aim at Rhyhorn's horn with a Thunderbolt. Gengar, get in here. I want some money. And Omastar's looking like he's ready to hug me. Hug me, baby. In your dreams. I need Ammonite. Praise the Helix. Who I never choose between Kabuto, because I like Kabutops better.
Grab a quick back and sell it.
Onyx, 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 Onyx. Just a basic bitch, Onyx. I mean, it is your staple. Why not gold, though? Should I have gold? Should I have gold? Bye-bye, Brock. I like how Kanto here is as tough as they're gonna get. Versus being, you know, like Brock having like 2 Pokemon in Gen 1, Red and Blue. Pawns powerful at attack. Okay, powerful attacks overcame my rock hard defense. You're stronger than I expected. Go ahead, take this badge. Your Pokemon's attacks overcame my rock hard defense. Not my rock hard defense.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Oh, yeah. Thanks, I enjoy battling you, even though I am a bit upset. That Boulder Badge will make your Pokemon even more powerful. Thank you. And now it's just a gym fest. Since I've already gone everywhere. So That's generally what I like doing, is doing every major thing last and doing everything around it
Was
to
it,
get as much
bro? Was
experience
it
out.
in Platinum or was it in Diamond and Pearl where you got the mansion in the end?
I have no idea. Mention?
Like a little house you could decorate, pretty much.
Oh, I don't remember. Gen 2 had
I
your room you can decorate, but that's it.
I remember it was like in the one of the DS games where like towards the end somebody gives you a house so you can decorate with your achievements throughout the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I don't remember.
Probably gonna have to Google.
Don't let my elegant swimming unnerve you. Okay. I want to.
Freaking now you're gonna do Misty. I love how like everybody wanted to fuck the video game Misty, but a lot of people hated the anime Misty.
Yeah. I never hated the anime Misty. Never had a problem with it. It's not the worst character.
I wouldn't mind having a run of her sisters though.
Sisters are hot, yeah. I mean, yeah, as a kid, Gold and Silver Misty is hot. Man, I don't know why she was annoying. There's way worse characters in the show.
Yeah, at least she's not Sakura.
Yeah, that's a different series, too. Sakura's not even that annoying. She can be, but she's just useless. Useless, that's the worst part.
Let's see which Pokemon game you did. I think it was a villa,
Hmm.
a house, and oh, it's in Platinum. When you get to the resort area in Pokemon Platinum near the bottom, there will be a luxury house given to you.
Hmm. I see. Get wrecked, Mr. Pokemon. Pooperman. I hope everyone in chat is doing well. I hope everyone's staying sexy.
Oh, it's kind of hard saying sexy. We're all waiting here to get our handsies from anxiety. But it's taking so long cleaning and working the shaft.
Clean my shaft. Shaft my clean. Sorry about being away. Let's get on with it. A gold fuck. But I appreciate all the follows and love lately. Thank you so much, everybody. You guys are amazing. I give up, you're the wiener. I was expecting you, you pest. You may have a lot of Johto gym badges, but you better not take me too lightly. My water-type Pokemon are tough.
It's like, bro, as you're starting the battle, my mind's telling me no, but my mind's telling me yes. You know that fucking R. Kelly song? And you just start pissing on her.
I think she'd like that.
I mean, you know she's so freaking serene. She's already wet going into battle.
Giggity. La praise. Level 50. You really are good. I'll admit that you are skilled. Here you go. It's the Cascade badge. Receive the Cascade badge. Are there many strong trainers in Johto? Like you, I mean? I'm going to travel one day, so I can battle some skilled trainers. Misty was very adorable as when I was younger, yes. She's one of my favorite Pokemon female characters. Again, I don't know why people dislike her. Like, there's way worse. Fucking what's-her-face from Black and White. Always kept calling Ash a kid every 2 seconds. I found her more annoying. Cyrus. Or, whatever. Not Cyrus. Cyrus, that's a dude. That was Misty. The Misty. Yes, just 3 years older. Ooh, she's about 15 versus the 12-year-old Misty that you're used to in the anime. Ash isn't. Misty is. A good portion of the cast in the anime is canon. Like Ash, Team Rocket, Like, Jesse and James, aside from Yellow, aren't. But Misty is still a character. So is all the other gym leaders. Brock as well. Brock included. I don't know why Ash has every gym leader a gym leader following him in every generation, but most of his friends are gym leaders, and they're all canon. In this game, yes. Gen 2, it's a sequel to the first gen. She was about 12 in Red and Blue. 15 here. Which makes sense because in order to fight her in this game, you go up on the bridge up in this area, and she's on a date with some guy, and you interrupt that. That Stardew Valley game took a lot of RPGs took inspiration from Pokemon. Probably. Also, it's very simple, probably made in the same thing. The textures and stuff like that are probably just cheap. Lieutenant Surge recognized my potential with the electric Pokemon. Think you can beat me? No. No, I'm not gonna be able to beat you. I'm gonna have a hard time. Your guys are too strong for me. Shock me with your guitar, bro. What's he need a guitar for? I have no idea. I have no idea. Maybe they're just trying to symbolize that he uses a lot of electricity. Because your trainer classes that use electricity are basically like your Rockstar characters. Like there's the Rockstar class or the guitar class. Because that's been in the older games. There's the maintenance worker guys.
Those make sense. So when it
talk.
comes to a rockstar guy, you figure you'll have like a Weedle or Oddish or a Coughing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, the Rockstar dudes? Yes. Like the guys in, what was it, Sword and Shield? The bad team that hound that poor girl. They look like they're all like, coughing and wheezing because they look like they're punk. That's the way they dress. But yes, because the maintenance worker guys, they have like Magnemites and Voltorbs and shit. They'll talk about putting down like live wires and fixing electronics and stuff like that. Well, again, electricity. An electric guitar. But yeah, a lot of your, that's why a lot of Misty's trainers were swimmers. A lot of your classes have to do with whether it's real life, like jobs, or people doing, real life interests, like swimming or maintenance workers. Yeah, kinda. Yeah. You got fire breathers or other type of whatever they all are. I don't know what all the classes are for your fire class. You got, I don't know if it's sexist or not, but a lot of your grass trainers, at least for Erica's gym, they're all female. It's all about flowers. But yeah, I don't really. That class doesn't really. A lot of them don't really jump out to me too much. They're kind of forgettable. Then you got like your weird psychic dudes, your dudes who can like read your thoughts and shit. Your psychics.
Then
Dudes
the
with
Pokemon collectors.
your nerds, your Pokemon collectors, yeah.
Man, one of my favorite ones, the beauties.
Beauties who use more or less your fairies and normal type.
Then you got the kids.
The kids, yes, they use your basic
Fuck them
bitch.
kids.
My red says top percentage though. In this case, I would have Pokemon that does nothing. So Magikarp, sort of, because he eventually learns Tackle and Flail. The only gym that doesn't have a type is fucking Gary's. Well, it did. Giovanni's did with ground, but even then, it does. Even then, Gary Blue doesn't match at all now because his type is it's just him for one, but his type is random to cover everything. The variety of types.
I don't know if I was a gym leader, it will be Dragon Pokemon mainly.
Yeah.
But I want to like a hybrid of like Dragon and Steel Pokemon.
Yeah, you got Claire with Dragon. I forgot what Dragon Trainers or Dragon Tamers. Generally, yes, Magikarp are very useless. Their attack is very weak for one, and they learn Tackle at around like 15, which is 5 levels off of their evolution. And Flail does damage based on how much damage you've taken. So yes. I mean, if you know how to use him, I've seen him take down Gyarados. He evolves too at level 20. I've seen people use him to take down legendaries, but it's like I'm no PvP guy, so I don't know how to do that. But it's possible. Magikarp can be deadly. I've seen
done
it
that times to the college. Oh, people get so mad at me.
like him and another Pokemon Shuckle. Like if you look up Shuckle and Magikarp beating a legendaries, you'll get reasons why they are deadly, but also if you're using them normally, they are generally weak as fuck.
It's worse than the whole contrary Shuckle.
But there's again setups though that they're doing it with. Magikarp on his own cannot do this shit. He needs a setup. Shuckle as well. But Gyarados, the giant flying water serpent thing, is what Magikarp evolves into. Surprised Misty didn't have one.
For the Gyarados?
Yeah.
Doesn't she usually just like run pretty water Pokemon?
Sort of. Minus Quagsire. Staryu and Starmie from the original. I mean, she had fucking Quagsire and this gen. Thing's not pretty. I mean, I can understand having Goldeen or Legendaries in the right hands. Anything's possible. Oh yeah. 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 Again, with the right setups, I'm sure any Pokemon can now do something, but you still... Yeah, Magikarp isn't really exactly something meant for competitive battle, but it can be done. Because I believe Magikarp's stats on his own are very shit.
Oh, they are.
So that's why he requires buffs.
All that matters if you want to use the appeal tactics, as long as it's like a level 100 Magikarp survives with 1 HP It says fails, Primo goes first, you will destroy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the problem too. So you gotta bank on. You gotta know what you're doing and bank on not dying, and bank on flail also. But still, this is coming from people who knows how to determine whether or not it'll kill something at a certain level.
Oh, yeah?
If anything, it's a more complex version of the pure tactic we use for level 1 Rattata as any Pokemon.
Rattata, that's right. The very top percentage of Rattata. I googled worst Pokemon and someone said on a forum said unknown. I mean, that's one of them. Feebas is another. Sunkern, I think, is the weakest Pokemon stat-wise. But that may have changed.
Another worst one is the fishing Pokemon that's shaped like a heart.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Love Disc. Love Dick. Him, Feebas, freaking Hoppip, and Sunkern. A lot of them are pretty shit.
I know the one thing that makes Unknown kind of useless, he only knows Unknown. Or Unknown
Unknown.
Energy.
Yeah, he
Or
only
Energy.
knows hidden power. Yeah, the hidden power gimmick.
Yeah.
And that attack is also, what, random? Based on, like, whatever something it determines which element it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to hand it to you. It may not be very smart to challenge me. It takes guts. When it comes to Electro Pokemon, I'm number one. I've never lost in the battlefield. I'll zap you just like I did my enemies in war. Are you looking to kill me? Guile?
But he's be like, oh yeah, I'm good at reaching guts. You're so nuts.
I should have healed. I ran out of Letty Bud and Ledian are pretty shit too, but as is most bugs and early game Pokemon like them.
You also can't forget when it comes to PvP, there's two metas. So you have the meta for single PvP, and you have the meta for what is it, doubles? Where it's 2 against 2. And a lot of Pokemon we deem useless are more useful in fucking in doubles than singles, just because of certain moves you learn. That's why people started to fear Magikarp once people figure out the shit you can do with it. Shit, you could even power up a fucking Caterpie, take down a whole team of legendary Pokemon with Bug Bite.
That's hot. I mean, yeah, again, probably any Pokemon could become dangerous if you know what you're doing.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
I never faced real people in Pokemon, I don't think. Or I don't remember doing so on Game Boy. Yeah, I have faced a few people, but I'm not great at it. But
PvP is fun, but the downside is when you're not in tournaments, people just abuse legendary Pokemon.
Get fucking wrecked. Yeah.
And know one of my favorite strategies, especially when the just one came out, was having a hidden ability, Sivion, and equip it with the what was it, the Pixie Plate that boosts fairy type attacks and just run Echo Voice.
Yeah.
That move got like double the stab damage. Every time you use Echo Voice, it got stronger and stronger. Cause I did it against our friend Nash, and I wiped his whole team. I don't know if you remember that one, Brett.
I remember you fighting him, beating him, yeah. But I don't remember the specifics of it.
That's all I used, was just my Sivion. The Sivion even killed pretty much one shot at Steel Lex he had in his party.
Ow, fucking snot on my fucking nose, man.
No, they killed TK, you bastards! I just got the mission from Scooter to go check on TK.
Oh, yeah.
I just like how they're bringing back as a zombie in the Borderlands 2 DLC for the Halloween theme one.
Oh, nice.
You remember that we had to get the brains?
That was... I thought that was one.
Was there one?
Yeah, I mean the Zombie Island of Dr.
Oh,
Eden.
yeah. Never mind, got it confused.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone. You're watching me pick my nose. My snot is, like, annoying me and being very... snot.
It's all good. It's nice watching your fingering technique. Learn from a pro.
You want to know how good I am? Just go ask Heather and Phil. Burn, baby, burn.
What are you, Usher?
Yes. Let it burn. Let it. Let it burb. Ah, you are strong. Okay, boy, you get the Thunder Badge. It receives a dildo badge. Thunder Badge increases Pokemon's speed. Consider proof that you defeated me and wear it proudly here. No. Spank, 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 bang, bang.